Story Corner, Special Edition, presented by Jennifer. Angels We Have Heard on High, Chapter 1, written and read by Jennifer. All the seasons in the forest had their own unique beauty, and the wildlife knew how to appreciate each one in the gifts they brought with them. But winter was a favorite. True, it was cold and food was scarce, but the cold brought families together, and the animals shared what food they had with each other. True, there were some that didn't share winter's beauty and gifts. The birds went south, and the animals like bears, foxes, and skunks who hibernated. But in all, the forest was a wonderful place to live. And a magical time was coming. Christmas. The animals loved Christmas. They celebrated it a little different from the humans. They didn't care about presents. They celebrated the true meaning of the holiday. Cuddle the rabbit emerged from her burrow to the snow-covered forest. She loved this time of year. Her sister Snuggle came up beside her. They knew to be careful, as winter was the predator's season. Small animals like them had an easier time than the larger ones like deer and moose. But still, a wise animal was careful. To be complacent meant to meet death at the fangs of a predator. Fortunately, the foxes were hibernating, and the wolves, coyotes, and cats tended to hunt at night, so they were safe for now. "All's clear," the sisters called down the warren to their family. The two rabbits hopped further out of the warren, making room for the others. First up was their younger brother, Peter. He sniffed around carefully before moving aside to let everyone else up. Following him came their father, Buck. He had sprained a paw running from a fox in his youth, and the cold bothered it sometimes. Next out were the twins, Bucky and Sprint, followed by the triplets, Angel, Shadow, and Patch. Their mother, Rose, came next with the latest litter, which included holly, honeysuckle, violet, and hibiscus. Finally, their grandparents emerged. "Hello," came a voice as a coyote approached. "Well, good morning, Tracker," Rose said. "How was the hunting last night?" "Good. The pack found an old elk. He was ready, but still gave us a good chase." "How's your grandmother, dear?" Grandma Rabbit asked, hopping up to him and patting his muzzle with a forepaw. "She is very well, Mrs. Cottontail. The cold is bothering her a little, though." "The poor old thing. You give her my best." "I will. See you at the Christmas celebration." With that, Tracker trotted off to rejoin his pack. "He's such a good boy," Grandma Rabbit said, "even if he is a predator." While the family knew that they had nothing to fear from predators living in the forest, there were still the ones that lived outside the forest. Fortunately, the local predators patrolled the border well, so the arrival of an unknown predator was few and far between. The herbivores lived safe with the knowledge that their carnivores only targeted the old and sick, keeping the herds healthy. And this time of year, the carnivores were even less inclined to hunt unless necessary. With Christmas coming, all the animals of the forest felt a sense of peace and goodwill towards each other, and everyone looked forward to the big Christmas celebration held each year in the heart.